Oh, what do I love about competition? Oh my God, everything. Like, I want to look back at my life when I'm a little bit older, you know, and go, wow, that was really cool. So to be like gung-ho, all in about something, sometimes you just can't think about it. So if there is something that you feel passionate about, or it gives you that, I don't like it, you can't even really describe it, but it just makes you feel good. And you have this like calling to like, maybe I should try it, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should. If you have that maybe, just do it. Just do it, because you just never know what it's gonna turn into. You know, for me, I was like, maybe I'll do a competition. And fast forward, I left my corporate sales job. I work for myself. I have been in magazines. I've been on the Olympia stage. Like, I've done more with my life than I could have ever imagined, just because I was like, I think I'm gonna get on stage. I think I'm gonna do this bodybuilding thing and I want abs. So, you know, like, take your passion, give it a try. And if it doesn't work out for you, like I said, you know, like, at least you tried it. I was doing sales after college and I was slowly dying inside because it wasn't what I was truly meant to be doing. And now fitness, I'm like, I love it. I love my life. I get to do this, I get to do that, and it excites me. So find your passion, chase it, and just go for it and don't think about it. Okay, so mindset going into a competition. This show particularly, my mindset has been completely different than most shows, because usually during peak week, I'm like honed in, focused, and not that I'm not while I'm here. Being able to spend peak week with Better Bodies and getting content in and doing a lot of like fun stuff has got my mind off of some of the things that I would normally like worry or obsess about, like, oh, am I looking the way I need to, Like, at this point, you know, I'm pretty much checking in with my coach. He's telling me what to do and I'm just doing it, and I'm kind of really on autopilot, whereas other shows like the Olympia, you have a lot of downtime where you're in the hotel room and you're like, oh, and you think about, you know, did I do this right? Is my hair right? Is this right? You know, so at the end of the day, for me, like, I want to always bring my best, no matter if it's the Olympia, whether it's a regular pro show. Like, you always want to come in feeling confident, feeling that you are going to hit the stage ready. So, you know, whatever happens after you do your posing routine and you leave it up to the judges, that's another story. So right now, we're scoping out places for this shoot. And once we're done this, I'm gonna go back into the gym, get a little bit of posing practice in, and then it's time to eat.
Look up, live free, dream big, and see the world is yours, the world is yours. Give all you have to give. The world is yours, the world is yours.
For this show, like Battle of Texas, like, I feel like my nerves really are kind of like not as there as much as they normally are, only because I've been so busy with like Better Bodies and like keeping my mind busy. Otherwise, any other normal show, like, you're sitting in a hotel room, like, what else are you gonna do? You know, like, you're in your head. So to be here and to like help with content and just have fun, like, you're not worried so much, which actually allows the body to relax, to not be stressed. The cortisol level isn't high. So, and normally I wouldn't schedule stuff like this right before a show, but I was like, why not? Let's do something. Like, this year has been the year of me doing things that I don't normally do. So I'm like, let's just keep going with it, you know? And it's been nice. And like I said, like, the only thing I have to worry about is like when to eat. But other than that, like, I've kept my schedule the same, and it's nice that, you know, everybody understands I'm competing, so they like work around the schedule and just make sure everything, you know, fits. So I'm not really worried about this show. Just, and then it's also having you guys like cheer me on. Like, that's cool too. So to have friends and stuff, it's nice. So we are about 24 hours away from stage time. We just wrapped up the last of the product shoots for the website, and then we're gonna head over to the host hotel, check in. I gotta get a microwave because there's none in the room. So I gotta go to Walmart and get myself a microwave. That's my little trick. When I compete, I like to have as many of the conveniences as I would normally have in my hotel room from home, you know, because I like my microwave. I even have like candles going in my room. I think you guys have seen that before. Like, all my normal foods. I even have slippers for the hotel room. You just want to feel like comfortable, because like the more comfortable you feel when you compete, like the better your mindset, the better you feel. All the natural light, because it makes you feel good. I get like geeky about that stuff. And then like when you're a competitor and like I have to tan myself later tonight, and you can't take a shower afterwards, but I need to wash my hair. So they have one of these like removable heads, so I can literally just stick my whole body in, wash my hair, and not even worry about it. So we're all set, man. Action. We are finally at the Westin at the Irving Convention Center, and now it's competition time. So you guys have been following me along my peak week journey, through Walmart and through all of the craziness, and we're finally here, and I can take a deep breath and get ready for the athlete meeting that is later tonight at 5 o'clock. And then we have one more sleep until show day tomorrow. Right now, just left the hotel to walk across the street to go to the convention center and hit athlete check-ins. Look at this sky. But yeah, going over and getting my number and all that good stuff. And excited to see all of the bikini girls. So all of this hard work leading up to this stage, like, you get to finally relax. Number one, like, you're not like, okay, I have to train, I have to do this. Your training's done. You know, what you have to focus on now is eating your meals, making sure you get all your water in. And like, the fun part for me is the hair and makeup, is like the transformation, you know, like you get to put on this beautiful bikini, have this amazing color tan, and it's those final touches of all of your hard work. So I always enjoy sitting in that makeup chair, because it's that moment where you're going, like, you can audibly hear the breath of like relief coming out. And so you just have to, like, those are the little moments that you have to enjoy, because we're not going to be competing forever. So you have to take every one of those moments in and enjoy, like, you know, the results, everything that you've done and you've worked so hard for. At least for me, like how this has kind of like a pointy thing. So like the shapes match, like if I were to do something like this, always, this is how at least I am with my jewelry. I always like one sparkle band as far as like a ring goes, and then a statement ring. So like these would be considered statement rings for me. And it just depends on like, you know, do I want like a starburst look or, you know, something like this. It just depends. Like I'm trying to remember what I wore my last competition. So I like to switch it up just a little bit, but I really like these just because they're different and they're like super glammy. So this is, you know, to me, this is the fun part of the competition where you're picking out all the details. I think I'm gonna go with this guy, little starburst. This is what I like, the accessories, the hard work, putting the look together to have like your final like top to bottom look. So I checked in this morning when I first, well, after hair and makeup, and then he'll give me a rundown of my food before prejudging. And then after my first meal, kind of wants to see like how I'm responding. So that's why we just did another check-in. And so I'll send that video over to him, make sure that we're on track to where we need to be. And then if he needs to make edits to my next meal, he'll do that, or just say keep it the same. So it's just really nice, like even though like your coach isn't here, having that open communication and response so that you feel comfortable, you're relaxed, you know what to do, and you're not like, what do I do? Do I look okay? So it's just been really nice to have, you know, that kind of dynamic with my coach. Competing has to be something that you love to do, that you genuinely really enjoy. Yeah, there's some parts that are hard. There's some parts that can be trying, but the stage is like that last, like, I can't wait, you know, to get on stage. And you only have like this little amount of time. So during the, you know, minute or 30 seconds that you have on stage, like you have to bring it, you have to give it your best and leave. And I think I've even talked about this in another video, leave all those worries, everything that you ever have been concerned about behind, and enjoy it, because these moments are just so few and far between, and you work, you know, 16 weeks, however many weeks for this little moment. You know, you don't want to look back and go, man, I should have had more fun on stage. So I think that's the nice thing about doing this for as long as I have. Like, you know, I used to take it so seriously and I would be so wound up that I would forget to have fun. And now it's like, dude, just chill out and have fun on stage. So that's why I like with even the bikini, I tried something new, you know, you just try new things just to see, like, will it work? Will it not? You know, it won't make or break you.
Give a warm welcome from Pasadena, Maryland, Jennifer Ronzitti. Five, Alicia. 8, Rachel. 12, Jennifer. 17, Marissa. Ladies, do a 180, face the back curtain. Face front. Back curtain. Take 4 steps to the back curtain and hold. Face front and hold.
Every year, every prep has been completely different. My prep for Olympia, which was only, what, a month and a half ago, was completely different than this prep, you know? So as you go through a season, your body will change, your metabolism will change. You know, like if you've been in prep for a while, which I have been in prep for a while, like your body does get tired. So it can struggle a little bit getting down to where you need it to get down to. So it's always finding new ways of getting your body stage ready. And as much as like it makes me want to pull my hair out, it's still a challenge. It's still what I love. Like I love to problem solve. I love these little like puzzles and figure it out. And it becomes kind of like a game. Yeah. Can I get this done? Can I fit this in? And so like that's a fun part of it for me. And then it's also being able to travel to different cities, meeting new people, meeting people that you've inspired along the way. Like I still, like it still makes me feel like giddy, and I'm almost at a point where I'm like, I still don't not understand, but I still don't believe that people come up to me and they're like, I've been following you since you were an amateur and you've inspired me to do XYZ. And I'm like, really? You know, and it keeps me humble. Like I'm never thinking like, oh yeah, I've done this, I've done that. Like it just is, it's cool. Like it's really cool to like do something that you absolutely love. And while you're doing something that you love, you are inspiring others to find their passion in fitness, to find, you know, other passions, or, you know, they like to watch you because you're funny, or like you have little antics and stuff like that. We got first call outs. We're in top 4 because they brought 4 girls back out. So it's anyone's game tonight. I'm so excited. I just made sure to keep everything tight, keep my chest up, belly in, which is huge, glutes up during comparison rounds when they're having us walk to the back. Those are huge, huge little things that can make or break, especially when the judging is so close, so close. So all the details matter. So right now, we're gonna go on a little road trip, and we're gonna go pick up some donuts, guys. That's like the cool part, is like connections that you can make when you're competing, and the experiences. And like I said, like no one show, no one year, nothing is ever the same. There's always something different, and not just with prep, it's just life. At the end of the day, it's just, everything's just a challenge, and I would welcome that challenge because, and I've told you guys this before, I don't want to be boring. Like I want to look back at my life when I'm a little bit older, you know, and go, wow, that was really cool. And like to have all these like videos and pictures, you know, down the road and being like, yeah, look, I was on like the Olympia stage. And like that to me is so amazing. Like the extreme sport of bodybuilding is unique. So to be like gung-ho, all in about something, sometimes you just can't think about it. Like when I first got into bodybuilding, I literally knew very little about it. And it was like 2013, there was no such thing as posing coaches, seminars, all that kind of stuff. Like you just kind of threw yourself in. And that's what I did. And I didn't really know what to expect. And you end up loving it, you know, well, at least I ended up loving it. Find something that like excites you and gets you like going. Otherwise, like, then it's not gonna be for you. Like, and that's okay too. Just find something that will get you up in the morning.
And that 2022 Olympia qualification. Please take that to Jennifer Ronzitti.
You know, like I thought what was normal was you go to college, you get a career after college, and I was doing sales after college, and I was slowly dying inside because it wasn't what I was truly meant to be doing. And now fitness, I'm like, I love it. I love my life. I get to do this, I get to do that, and it excites me. So find your passion, chase it, and just go for it and don't think about it.
Guys, Olympia 2022 qualified.
You know, sometimes as competitors, like, we need those, like, reality check moments where you get knocked off a little bit and you have to climb back up and be like, nope, I'm coming for it. So that's what I did.
It's kinda crazy, like my feet are lifting off the ground. I'm touching heaven with my hands now to get the sound. But though I'm flying, my head is still level, and I won't be bound down to hear the whispers of the devil. Now the future is here, and it looks real bright, and it can be yours too if you set your path right. I know life can be hard, but you were put here to win. Just refuse to quit when you're down and get back up again. Man, I used to write my music from my tiny bedroom, and though I dreamt of being free, I felt trapped like in a tomb. And even though the times are
Even better than I remembered it. Even better. Congrats, right?
was waiting to be pearled, and I'm going up the course as I'm singing